So I've been using this keyboard for a little over a couple of weeks now, and it's my favorite keyboard that I've ever used. Hands down. It's a transparent 75% keyboard with a volume knob, sounds amazing, well priced, and has amazing build quality. Hey, it's Bey. This is the LEOBOG K81, and I'm gonna show you what I like about this keyboard and what I don't like about it. I have a couple of disclaimers before moving on. So I've reviewed keyboards in the past, and I do have quite a few keyboards, but I don't know everything about them. So this is going to be a review coming from an average tech consumer. I'm not going to be taking this keyboard apart, I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts and user experience with it. Second disclaimer is that this keyboard was sent to me from LEOBOG, so big shout out to them, but everything that I see in this video are my own thoughts and opinions. The K81 comes in a few different color options, but the one I have is mint salt, and I couldn't have asked for a better colorway. The mint salt really caught my eye, and it complements my setup beautifully, I think. The transparent design adds a unique touch that I really appreciate, and having it neatly stored under my desk when not in use is a big plus for me. That way, I have space cleared up to do other stuff like eating and watching anime, or writing in my journal. Let's take a quick look at the physical features that this thing has. Most of the stuff are on the top, which helps give the keyboard a more cleaner appearance. You got the switch to change in between USB, Bluetooth, and wireless modes. Then you got the USB-C charging port, and then the 2.4 GHz dongle. I haven't had a transparent keyboard before, so it was pretty interesting the first time I got it. I really like how it looks, and this thing as a whole has a good weight to it. Just look at how you can see through the keys, where the dongle sits, and even underneath the keyboard. So cool. Also, the additional rubber feet that come with it are very interesting. I thought it was weird at first that it didn't have built-in feet that was adjustable, but it makes sense, and I actually kind of like it. It feels like it's more stable than other keyboards that I've tried out, and while they look like something else, they work. Can't really complain about these things. This is really random, but do you guys like to save these plastic covers that the keyboards come with? I personally do because they fit best to each specific keyboard compared to the acrylic ones, and it's free, so why not? Sure, it's not as rigid and strong, but it still protects your keyboard and prevents it from getting dusty. The volume knob is super cool, and it's probably my favorite out of all the ones I've tried on a keyboard. It's super transparent, and it should be with a transparent keyboard, and it also lights up with the rest of the keyboard. It's super tactile when you turn it, and the mute button is great as well. By default, it is a mute button, but when you long press it, it'll start breathing, which puts this thing in game mode. So the volume knob doesn't adjust your volume anymore. Clicking the button now goes through all the different lighting modes, and the volume up and down cycles through the brightness level. Pretty cool. I don't think you can change the color of the knob, but that's okay for me personally. There are 3 different modes that you can choose from in terms of connectivity, which makes this thing super flexible and allows you to connect to pretty much all your devices. This is pretty much standard in most wireless keyboards today, but I thought I should just quickly mention it. You of course got your wired connection through USB-C, a 2.4 GHz wireless connection, and Bluetooth. You can have up to 3 devices paired at the same time, and seamlessly switch in between by hitting the function key along with the 1, 2, or 3. I personally don't use wired connections these days because I don't game as much as I used to, but the included cable that this keyboard comes with is pretty nice. The switches are LEOBOG's own ice crystal switch, which is a linear switch, and they're simply fantastic. These linear switches offer a typing experience that's smooth, quiet, and requires minimal force for each actuation. I did have to make a slight adjustment because I was used to a keyboard that required more force, but once I got the hang of it, typing became a breeze. They sound really nice, and especially coupled with the sound dampening that they've done from the factory, this thing sounds amazing. The sound dampening is really good from what I can tell, but to be honest, I don't really know what some of the stuff that's mentioned in the specs mean, more specifically towards the sound dampening parts, but I'm sure it's really good. All I know is that this thing sounds amazing. The lights on the keyboard get pretty bright as well. Just look how aesthetic it looks on camera. Just imagine this included in your gaming setup. There's different brightness settings that you can choose from, and different lighting modes that you can choose from as well. With the keyboard being transparent, the lights do pop out more, I feel, but don't get me wrong. Even with the lights turned off, this thing still looks amazing. I'm telling you, the typing experience on this thing is simply awesome. It's hands down the best typing experience I've ever had right out of the box. And I mean it. The LEOBOG K81 with its ice crystal switches offers such a satisfying and responsive typing feel. Each keystroke is smooth, precise, and requires just the right amount amount of force in my opinion. When you're typing out emails, working on documents, or gaming, this thing has you covered. Just listen to that. It's not just about the feel, it's also about that satisfying sound. It's not too loud to disturb others, yet it provides that auditory feedback that many of us keyboard enthusiasts enjoy. The one minor downside that I've come across is that when this thing goes to sleep, you can't really use the volume knob. Turning the volume knob doesn't wake up the keyboard, so you either have to click the center button, which mutes everything, or wake the keyboard up again by pressing any of the keys and then turning the volume knob. Again, it's really minor, but it's something worth mentioning for those who frequently use the volume control like me. Overall, the value you get with the LEOBOG K81 is simply outstanding. It's a keyboard that has impressed me in every aspect, from its sound right out of the box to its exceptional build quality and affordability. This is my first transparent keyboard, but I'm sold. There's not really much like it, and the rise of transparent keyboards becoming more mainstream is upon us. If you're looking for a nice budget transparent keyboard to add to your collection, I'm telling you dude, this is it. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more tech reviews and content. As always, the link to this keyboard will be in the description. Check out this video of another keyboard that I recently reviewed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.